So, once again, Alyssa Milano is showing how hypocritical she is. Everybody's heard her say, defund the police, defund the police. And she called 911 asking the police presence in her quiet California neighborhood, claiming an armed gunman was on her property, but really, it was a teen shooting at squirrels with an air gun. Which, I still find it hilarious that she's all, defund the police, defund the police. She called the police. It's just really. But first, before we get into this article, please like this video. Please share it because it really does help me get my videos out there. And please subscribe if you haven't yet. So, actress and defund the police activist Alyssa Milano was quick to call the cops because she believed an armed gunman was on her Bell Canyon property on Sunday morning. The call ignited a response that included 7 Ventura County Sheriff's vehicles, 1 K-9 unit, and a police helicopter, and 1 Los Angeles Fire Department team that sat down the street on standby. DailyMail.com has obtained the exclusive photos showing the first responders coming to the aid of the 47-year-old at her 5-bed, 6-bath, 8,000 square foot, $2.5 million home in the upscale gated community that just sits 20 minutes north of Los Angeles. A neighbor tells DailyMail.com, "We first noticed the helicopter circling overhead very low and knew something was going on. Usually such a quiet community. Then they saw the police cars parked in front of Alyssa's home and they had their guns at the ready and seemed very serious." Well, isn't that terrifying? Alyssa and her talent agent husband, David Bugliari, I don't know how to pronounce, 39, they said had dialed 911 when they heard what they believed to be gunshots on their 1.39 acre property. They allegedly told the emergency hotline the sound scared their dogs and made them feel like the gunman was nearby. A description was given of a suspect to the officers, who was male, 40 years old, with a long rifle. The two have been married since 2009 and were concerned that it may be someone stalking the former Charmed and Who's the Boss star. In 2008, Alyssa filed a restraining order against a stalker, Jeff Turner, a then 54-year-old man who she claimed twice tried to break into their home. The Next Door Neighbor app was rife with concerns. Just drove by about 12 armed officers on Bell Canyon Road, one resident wrote. They are responding to a call reporting a man with a gun in the neighborhood was also the cause of the helicopter. Stay inside, stay safe. And it shows her post, defund the police. Yeah, and I think that's the funny part. She is all defund the police, and yet she called the police. So it's kind of like, wait a second, you want to call the people that you've been trying to get defunded, that way there is no police at all? I find it hilarious and ironic. What would have happened if they hadn't come at all? It would be understandable. Alyssa Milano's gate sat open with law enforcement guarding the entire perimeter of the street. As the DailyMail.com photos show, the search by air and street level lasted over 3 hours and ended abruptly at 12:20. It turned out that a neighborhood teen with an air gun was shooting at squirrels, a resident told DailyMail.com. The male teenager witnessed the emergency response and later realized that he was the cause and turned himself in. The officers did an impromptu meeting with the residents in the Bell Canyon Community Center, confirming that what they dubbed Squirrel Gate. I feel sorry for that kid, though. He was just shooting squirrels. Those things are annoying as heck. Alyssa has owned the Bell Canyon home since 2001. She lived with her husband and their 2 children, Milo, 9, and Elizabeth, 6. In July, the left-leaning activist Alyssa tweeted out to her 3.7 million followers a link urging them to sign the People's Budget LA and demands 90% reduction in police funding. Oh my gosh, woman, you are an idiot. You are. I don't care if I get in trouble for saying that. She is an idiot. If you're going to say crap like that, then don't call the cops when things like this happen, because it just makes you look like a hypocrite. She tweeted, What is the Los Angeles Police Protective League? At LAPPL, a narrow special interest group that lobbies our politicians to protect the LAPD budget, pension, officers, but elected SIC need to protect the people, not police. Sign the people's budget a petition. But y'all get the point. It's like she's saying, why fund the police when we could feed children? Bull crap. Y'all want to put that money in y'all's pocket. That's what y'all want. One neighbor says she can tweet all those things because at the end of the day, she lives behind gates in a gated community. She knows the police will come to save her. But what about all those people who don't have the luxury and live in unsafe neighborhoods? She obviously doesn't care. Absolutely, I agree with that person. She uses her platform in a hypocritical ways. Why not send your husband into the yard to find out what is actually going on before you call the police? I would guesstimate the response today from law enforcement costs taxpayers thousands of dollars. Oh yeah, I'm sure. This isn't the first time she has been called out for being a hypocrite. In August, ex-Charm castmate Rose McGowan went on Twitter rant accusing her of stealing the hashtag #MeToo movement. Milano enraged McGowan when she defended presidential candidate Joe Biden after, don't know if I can say that, allegations against him by a former staffer went public. The feud prompted hashtag Alyssa Milano is a lie. But yeah, right now she is trending on Twitter because she's being a hypocrite again. And it's like, oh, nobody wants to take you seriously. I loved her on Charmed. I will admit that. I still love Charmed. Granted, I like Holly Marie Combs' Hyper Hollywood more. But that is neither here nor there. But I think Milano's being a hypocrite. And that's really the end of it. It's like, really? Really? This is why no one likes you. But I would love to hear y'all's opinion down below in the comments. What do y'all think about this? What is y'all's opinion of Alyssa Milano? We all know mine. I don't like her as a person. I can appreciate her as actress, but her earlier projects, but that's about it. But I'd love to hear from y'all. What do you think of her? What do you think of this? Do you think she should shut up about the whole defund the police or what? But as always, I will catch y'all on the flip side.